And we're back with our technical difficulties hopefully taken care of. Thank you very much for your patience. And how does things look on your end, Big Daddy Sauce? I
Now
have
you're back live, but
I have texting
there we
capability.
go. We have Chate. Yes, now we're
Chait, we
back.
have Chait. We have Chait, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Sorry
Ooh,
for
we
that,
cheating today,
people.
baby.
Oh, YouTube was not agreeing with today.
No, YouTube was
Thank you for
being
hanging in there.
difficult this morning.
We do apologize. But anyway, back to the regular scheduled programming. What were we talking about before we had to leave?
Good question. You asking the wrong individual. I think we were discussing the idea that Driver X had regarding the programs, driver development programs for each teams up through the series. I think there is. They do have quite a bit of smaller organizations that are doing driver development, but that don't get a lot of attention that they should. It's so expensive nowadays to have your team and have a program to where you're taking someone you're putting faith in, getting better with their skills, with your equipment, and they're going to wreck it.
So checking chat out. Everything's working good. I said good morning to Blazer. Do you want to go over again what we had in the ARCA series Friday night and series yesterday? Apparently not.
We are in week 5 of the NVR NASCAR series. The A5 Designs ARCA at Charlotte was Jeffrey Lil Sethi and X Gamer Lil Sethi getting the fastest lap. In the Real Electric Truck Series at Bristol, we had Lucas with the victor and the fastest lap. So he collects all the points he could possibly get on that race. Erpel and J-Set came in second and third. That was a very good race, fun race. In the A5 Designs Xfinity Series at Darlington, we have Jeffrey with the fastest lap and the victor. So he managed to max out on points. I believe tonight's Cup race is also at Darlington, and it should be an action-packed race. Everybody might have the Darlington wall marks. We had a couple good incidences yesterday. I'm sure there'll be some shorts made from that race, and there were some good near misses, some great side-by-side racing throughout the weekend. There were battles up front for the ARCA race with Jeffrey and Lil Sethi back and forth. Some good video and I believe there's a short or two of that. Good battle for fifth was with Bud, Radical, and Christie. That was back and forth, three-way fight for fifth place. And there were some very good moments in that race. The race, from my perspective, is on the New Velocity YouTube channel. You can also check out www.newvelocityracing.com. Links to the YouTube channel, links to the drivers' profiles. There are schedules and upcoming events There's NVR music, and there's a trophy room. We also have the I my mind just went blank. Engineers Corner, where that it'll help you with tuning in the NASCAR 25. We are anticipating getting more information on the Engineers Corner for Gran Turismo 7 for folks to help folks with tuning and such in Gran Turismo 7. That is still yet to come. Also, there will be more on the Gran Turismo 7 aspect of the New Velocity Racing Group. Soon to come to the website. Right now, we just concentrated on the NASCAR aspect, and we will be developing more as we go. Still a growing channel, still a growing organization, and with the help of everybody involved, I believe we'll get everything squared away. Well, we know we have a couple series going on right now, GT7 side, and then the 4 NASCAR series currently in the NASCAR 25 side. So
The ARCA race went off really, really well. Only 2 cautions, like you mentioned. An unfortunate incident on the first one, and then on a restart, we had a chain reaction. Somebody kind of scraping a wall, and it caused a checkup, and it was to be expected. But 2 cautions in a 100-lap race in the ARCA series.
on that track,
That was that on Charlotte. That was a very awesome race to watch. Good battling. Nice to see the people getting their setups because you start with a fixed setup. The racing was excellent. Can't stress enough the amount of effort that those drivers in that race put into producing an excellent race to watch. I viewed it both from this channel and from a screen share from a fellow driver, and it was just awesome to watch. And then we went into the truck race, and of course, yours truly, I lost connection, so I went over to this channel and watched from there, and got on the chat and managed from there, and also watched several screen shares throughout that, and that actually went off really well too. See some driver improvements, and then we took one of our newer drivers and went into a practice lobby with him to practice the trucks for next week to show him lines, when to let off, when to pick up, what lines to grab, drifting the truck out of the corners, and his times improved greatly, and
that just goes
it
to
felt
show
really
what
comfortable to
New
him.
Velocity is
And
about.
yeah, and we'd like to thank Driver X for also helping out. He joined us for a little while and went over the driving tips and stuff, and yeah, he did really good in his practice. So it just practice, and everybody gets better. And I think next week, definitely during the truck race at Texas, that we're going to have a really good race. I see some
I
really good side
anticipate
by
a
side.
good side by side racing at Texas. Texas is a fun
Yes.
track, wide track, plenty of
hmm
room for
As
side by side racing.
well, especially in turn one, it thins back out when you come back onto the back stretch. But it should, as long as everybody does what they're doing, and like I can't stress enough, everybody is settling in and getting the practice in, and getting in. Let the first lap or two, and then you can make your moves if you've got a stronger truck or car or whatever. And
I think
racing's getting a lot better.
the most important part is seat time. I think that's the most important part on a track. I mean, if you come into a race with minimal or only 1 day's practice on that track and think you've got it down, I think you better rethink your thought because we got guys that race it all throughout the week for the upcoming events. Well, we will practice on all 4 series throughout the week. Different guys have different lobbies up. They'll race, truck or Xfinity and Cup or Arca, and then try to get a setup. When they practice and try to get a setup in the single player mode, I have noticed that the car reacts differently in than it does in the multiplayer mode.
Time of day, all that other
There
good
are so many
stuff.
there are
That
so many
factors.
factors that I think folks aren't adding to the equation because they think, oh, I'm just going to go in here and get my setup, go out here, oh, this feels good, and then come time for race time, and they're like, what the hell? Car's totally different. It doesn't. This isn't what it was doing. I
Hmm.
believe that there are some drivers that do not take that, time of day, track temperature, all that into consideration, which is a major factor.
Very true. But all in all, it's gotten better.
Without a
It's
doubt.
coming along nicely, and well, we had to weed out a few drivers, but the core is there. Everybody's doing better. The attitudes are getting a lot stronger, and the camaraderie is really picking up. So we're moving along at a good pace now.
Indeed. I believe we are tracking the end of week 5, so week 6, just about halfway. Some series are. I think ARCA is not near as long as the Cup Series. I think
No, it's not.
half the races, I believe.
No, it is not. But get through this weekend, and we'll move next weekend. I think the tracks that are coming up on the schedules are getting a little more driver friendly, if you will.
I've had folks discussing the Chicago. I believe everybody is dreading Chicago.
I think we're going to put up a poll to see if we want to move that particular race to another track. That suggestion was brought up, and me personally, I would like to see it myself, but
Would it be a kind of funny to say the NVR Chicago boycott?
yes. Well, being first year, and we're finally starting to settle in. I don't think we want to put a monkey wrench in. I don't think it would be a good idea to put a monkey wrench in there and in one of the series, and so that's my opinion. We'll see what we come up
What
with
was the title for that race? Do you remember?
for the Chicago one.
I believe it was
I can
titled.
look it up.
It was titled appropriately, if I'm not
Which
mistaken.
anybody can look up if you go to the New Velocity Racing website, www.
www.newvelocityracing.com.
Oh,
The Mad Taxi 110.
That's what I thought it was. I think it
the
was named
Mad Taxi.
appropriately. That's what I thought it was. I knew that was going to be an appropriate name.
So
I believe
I
we can
think the
open up the
racing is.
chat for anyone who is here that would like to say good morning. Welcome, everybody. We got in here. We
Oh,
got
nobody wants to say good morning to us.
no Seaman and Driver X.
The usual
What's up, guys?
suspects.
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
working on my setup for Darlington.
How's that going?
Not great. Not great.
Yeah, that's Darlington.
That's it.
The wall is your friend here, not anywhere else, but it is
I mean,
here.
I'm good. It's just I have a breaking point between 3 and 4, and I can't find the right spot to get it, so I don't hit that. There's one little spot on the wall that I'm hitting every time, right in the middle of 3 and 4.
C-Man,
You're
could you
consistent.
move a little more closer to that mic, if you would, please?
Oh, sorry.
And Blazer joined us.
Oh, now they start swarming in like bees.
Come on in, the water's fine.
Good morning, Blazer.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blazer.
Got your coffee?
Of course I do.
Where's mine?
In the coffee pot.
Oh, I guess I'll be over there in a few 45 minutes. Oh, speaking of coffee, how would everybody like some new Velocity?
New Velocity Coffee.
Nobody?
New Cafosity.
New Cafosity.
Fast acting coffee.
Fast acting, yeah. Tons of sugar already added.
Spend your first hour.
Comes in a 32-ounce can.
And for an extra $9.99, get some driving lessons.
Oh, you starting your NASCAR School of Driving, are you?
No, but I feel like I should. I ain't gonna lie, I've had 5 people in the past week ask me how much for all your setups. I'm gonna total all these guys $50 for everything.
For everything? What a
For
bargain.
everything. For all of them, all
Bargain,
series,
that's a hell
all
of a
tracks,
bargain.
and everything.
$50, wow. You're on the cheap end.
No, there's cheaper out there. There's guys selling every single setup for $20.
Are you
I'm
serious?
on. That's
Yeah, but
Yep.
are they any good?
So they're not fast setups like qualifying setups. They're more race setups. So they're proper setups, but they're not really qualified for online. It's kind of more offline, I think. But they're not bad starters either. But again, for $20 for a setup for every track, that's a good startup.
Get you pointed in the right direction.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah, well, I'll be having this whole month off, so that was something on my game plan.
You're
to
off
do,
for
though.
the month.
Yeah, all of April. Or all of May, basically, I'll be off. Or March, I mean.
We're going to put
Oh,
you
yeah.
to work.
My uncle's going to Florida and all that other stuff, so I'll be here.
Oh, party at your place. All right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Burns.
Morning.
How's the world of feeding America?
Good. I just come back from Myers and watched a guy get T-boned in the intersection. That was kind of
Well,
interesting.
that's not good.
Uh, wasn't paying attention.
Hope everyone was all right.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely learned a lesson.
I wonder if the one guy that hit him was under the influence.
At this hour?
Yep.
Either that or face stuck in their phone.
You see a lot
He's
of that
trying
today.
to. Go ahead. Yeah.
Tried the new golf game. Was not very happy with that.
The new Tiger Woods.
No, the new
2K25.
2K. So for those of you that play any other games, I give it a thumbs down. I was not happy with it.
I have yet to give it a whirl.
My thumb's holding sideways at the moment for it.
He's on the fence.
Of the road.
Yep.
I did end up getting COD back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That is coming this afternoon. We will be playing a few games of that, or this morning. It's relaxing. Different.
Hold up. Wait. What version of Call of Duty are you playing?
I would say it's more of a change of pace.
Oh, it's definitely different than racing cars, that's for sure.
Definitely.
But
You
no,
just got the vanilla version.
for all you listen out there, be sure to check out the website at www.newvelocityracing.com. All the good information there is on the website and more. Coffee with Bud Bigdaddysauce every Sunday at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. We also have a lot of racing going on. If you see us on, feel free to join, say hello, kick our butts if you're good, learn if you're not so good. Driver X is charging $50 for all of this stuff.
We do have a procedure for joining the New Velocity community. If you are anticipating and wanting to get involved in the New Velocity NASCAR community or the Gran Turismo NASCAR or Gran Turismo community, just click the button on the website, fill out this short questionnaire, and we will reach out to you and send you an invite to the Discord and proceed from there. Also, if you would like to get help with your setups and whatnot, we are a helping team. There are drivers of all different aspects of levels in racing Gran Turismo 7 and NASCAR 25. So if you want to join the community to race, please by all means. On the NASCAR side, if you are wanting to race in the NASCAR, it is required that you read the rule book once you are invited to the Discord. You may also access the rule book on the New Velocity website. There is a number selection page on the website of which you cannot fill out any information. However, you will see the numbers available and the numbers taken. And then
for each series.
Correct. There is also a points page for each series. The tabs are on the bottom of each sheet. That will take you for NASCAR, all the NASCAR series. We also have the garages for all 4 series, which are limited to 3 drivers per garage. The garages are required to create their own driver garage logo. I've created several for drivers. There are drivers who've created their own and get pretty clever. Some pretty nice ones. So you can view all of that on the website, all accessible on the website. Trying to make everything accessible on the website so everybody isn't asking, where's this, where's that, how do you get this, can you give me a link to that? Just go to the website. You should find all the information you need. Still more driver profiles to come and other pages in the future. So things change on a regular on the website every week. So pop in, check it out.
Speaking of the drivers that we were talking about are practicing and helping out, Mr. Burns was the one I was referring to. Mark, how did you feel after you got some help there at Texas?
It felt great. Kind of nice to get other people's point of view on how to run, what lines to run on the track, when to get on and off the gas. And
I think that's a pretty important aspect too, especially when you know, if you're not familiar with and you go in blind and thinking, doing what you think you should do, and then come to understand, oh, I was doing it wrong. I should be braking here, off the throttle here, and accelerating here, not hard, but slowly into the throttle. Then those little details do matter and help. And you can definitely visually see drivers when they understand and finally have that little idea in their head. They get that light bulb that pops on, and they're like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I feel so much better now. And it's it's satisfying nonetheless.
Yeah, it's like you said, the help. You're talking about how other teams help other teams and stuff. Goes to show right there.
And it is
And
nice
once
to
you
see
start,
that.
yeah, once you start picking up, you get a little help at one track, you might get at another track. You start figuring things out, and you start getting the gist of how things are working. Not at all tracks, but some of these tracks have a lot of similarities to them. Over, so
Well,
you
what's
won't.
really nice is when a driver can understand something on his own and put two and two together on his own because what he has learned. And sometimes those little bits of information do help you come into your own conclusion later, and you're like, oh, okay, I bet I do this. And with the charts on the website, that has helped numerous drivers, and they have thanked me personally for those charts because they said it has helped them able to adjust their car to their driving style, whether they have a base setup, but they're still wanting to improve it because it's still not quite right. And so, that chart right there does definitely help.
Well, when you think about it, you first you start with a setup, and then that goes hand in hand with your driving style, and then it goes hand in hand with the driving lines that while you're in the race or on the track in general. So it's step one to step two to step three, and once you've completed all three steps, then you're a competitive race car driver.
Exactly. It's like a recipe. A little
Hmm.
teaspoon here, half a cup of this there, a pinch of this that.
And a lot of it has to do with throttle control too.
Exactly. And that's one big difference in the NASCAR 25. I believe that throttle control is one of the major aspects of the car's behavior in its rotation, entering the corner, braking, and exiting the corner. You can't just tromp your foot on the throttle and boogie. Sometimes you got to quarter, half, slowly take it to full. That throttle control is definitely important. And those that are on a wheel versus a controller, they may struggle a little with that.
It's almost like you have an egg underneath your pedal, and you don't want to break that egg.
Correct. Trying to drive with
One
that
of
egg.
these days, we're going to have to go over the differences in the wheels and setting to the NASCAR game per type of wheel that people have. If like Bud, you have a Fanatec DD Pro, I believe,
Yes.
and
Bernsey
then
also has a Fanatec DD Pro. You have
yeah,
a Thrustmaster, right?
I have a Thrustmaster T598, and that's what Urpel and Driver X also have. And then there's a lot of folks that are still on the
There's a
what is
Logitech.
that? The Logitech
G29.
G29,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one the one step
923.
above that.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think that's
923.
it. Yeah. So those two are not direct drives. So the settings within the game and the settings, like direct drives, we actually have settings on our wheelbases itself, also with the game in-game settings, and you have to fine tweak the two to find the balance, and
And they
that
do
is
help each
important
other out
too.
too a lot with that, and it is very important. It helps with cutting down the side to side motion. When a driver's going down the straight, it's almost as if he has a dead spot in his wheel, and his car won't stay in a straight line, and you'll see him go from side to side to side to side. He can't maintain that line in a corner, and he'll come off that corner, and he'll still go way left and comes back right again, and down the straight, he's all wiggle wiggle. Entering a
Hmm.
corner, he ends up veering to the left, and the car goes up and then comes back down again. So those wheel settings do help maintain that straight line. You can only adjust so much in the end game to help with that. But I think with the direct drive wheels being able to make more finer adjustments, I think that's a benefit.
Oh, it's a big benefit. So, things we can talk about in future podcasts and stuff. We can go
Absolutely.
into those and get a little more input from other drivers and where they're setting. Give that information out and see where we lie with those. But we apologize again for the technical difficulties we had earlier. YouTube was just not cooperating with us getting the live stream fully operational where it needed to be. So we had to do a couple starts and stops and restarts and finally got it up and running.
Had to put
But
enough
thank you all
quarters
for
in
your
it.
patience. Yeah, we need more quarters.
Definitely.
With that said, anybody got anything before we close this out for this Sunday? Alrighty then. We'd like to thank you all for showing up and being part of the program and continue to race great. And we'll love to see you on the track. Bud, take us out.
All right. Well, thank you all, everybody, for popping in, saying hi, checking us out. Go to the New Velocity website, www.newvelocityracing.com. Check us out on the YouTube. Unique Waterworks, August 5 Designs, Eastside Engine Works, and Dragon Magic Productions. We thank our sponsors. Thank you. And with that said, everybody tune into the race tonight at 5 Central. We will be at Darlington in the Cup Series. Unique Waterworks Cup Series. Tune in. Y'all have a good day, good Sunday. Be safe, and have a great weekend.
Did you have a joke?
Oh, well, I think I do. Why did the pit crew bring a ladder to the garage? They wanted to make every stop a step above the rest.
Sunday mornings at 9.